Today we will start a new chapter of class 7th, which is matter. First question arises, what is matter? A matter is anything which occupies space, have mass and perceived by our senses is known as matter. Whether it is non-living or living things, it matter. Now we will learn about the properties of matter. Properties of matter. There are some properties of matter. First, it should have a mass. It has a mass. Second, it occupies space. Third, and very important, it is made up of very tiny particles called as atom. It is made up of tiny particles called atoms. These are the three properties of matter. Now you can prove all these properties by using some method. Balance a meter scale on a knife edge. Now tie a balloon both sides. It will be in the balance condition, equilibrium. Now inflate a balloon of one side. What you will see, it will drop down. Means balloons have a mass. It occupies space. We can prove it has some space. If you fill the balloon with the air, it get the different shapes. Inflate this balloon, it will get bursted, so it will change its shape. The space occupied by the air in the balloon got displaced when we have bursted this balloon, so it occupies space as well. It is made up of a tiny particles called atom. Now states of matter. States of matter. The matter is classified in three states. First, solid. Second, liquid, and third is gas. Solids have a very tightly packed atoms with each other. It has a very close and compact packing of atoms. In liquid, the atoms are less closely packed, such as its distance is little bit lesser than the gas and little bit more than the solid. Means the atoms are at regular distance, they are little bit free. So in gas, the atoms are at the maximum distance, they are almost freely, they are free. There are some properties of solid. First, they are rigid. Second, they have a definite shape. Third, they can't flow because they are very tightly packed, so they can't flow. It can flow and gas can also flow, but the solid cannot flow because they are very tightly packed. Last one, very important, the solid cannot be compressed because they don't have a space between the atoms. See, they are very tightly packed. They have no further space for the atoms to move, so they can't compress. Now the properties of liquid. Since the liquid has a very less intermolecular force, so they don't have any definite shape. Do not have a definite shape. Second, they do have a definite volume. They don't have a definite shape, but they have a definite volume. Third, they can flow. liquid can flow, gas can also flow, but the solid can't flow because their intermolecular space is little less than the gas but more than the solid, so they can flow. Fourth, they can be compressed, slightly compressed, because liquid has a greater space but not too much, so liquid can slightly be compressed, so they can be slightly be compressed. Slightly compressible. Now the properties of gas. The gas has neither definite shape nor volume because they have a huge intermolecular space and a very less intermolecular attractive force. So first, neither definite shape nor volume. Second property of gas is they have a very large intermolecular space that I have already told you. So large intermolecular space. The fourth property of gas is they are easily compressed because they have a very high what is the fourth property of gas? The gas has a very high very large intermolecular space, that's why they can easily be compressed. So easily compressed. So these are the states, these are the packing style, and these are the properties. Now the matter can also be changed from one state to another by changing its temperature or pressure. So I have made the chart, a flow chart for you to understand that you can take solid and you can change it into a gas by sublimation. A sublimation is a process in which a solid changes directly into a gas, is known as sublimation. You can change a gas into a solid. How? By depositation. Now you are seeing a solid is changing to liquid. How? By applying heat. It is a sign of heat. This you can do in your daily life. Take a ice, it is also a solid. Increase the temperature of the ice. You will see it start melting, and at the end the solid melts in the form of liquid. Now you can change liquid into a gas by increasing its temperature. Now take that liquid and increase its temperature on putting it into a gas. You will observe that later the liquid change into a gas. Now you can change the liquid into a solid by the process of freezing, which can also be seen in our daily life. Take water and place it in the freezer. You will see the liquid turns into a solid. Now the gas can also be turned into liquid back by the process of condensation. Condensation is a process in which the gas turns back into liquid by lowering its temperature. So what you need to do is take a beaker, put some water in it and heat the water. Then you will see the water turns into a gas. Put some plate on it or something which occupies the surface, and you will see the tiny droplets appears on the plate. What is that? That is a condensation. The temperature drops down and the gas becomes a liquid in a form of drop. So this was all about the state matter in its different state. Now here I have made a chart which will help you to study the properties of matter easily. So the property is shape. The shape of the solid is definite. So we will write definite. Liquid does not have a definite shape. So we will write non-definite. And gas also does not have a definite shape. Gas also does not have a definite shape. So here also non-definite. Second, volume. The solid has a definite volume. So we will write definite. Liquid also has a definite volume. So we will write here definite. Gas does not have a definite volume nor shape. So non-definite. Third property is intermolecular space. Solid has the least intermolecular space. So we will write closely packed. Closely packed. Second, liquid. Liquid is not so closely packed. It has some space. So we will write not so closely packed. Third, gas. Gas has a maximum intermolecular space. So we will write far apart. The fourth property is compressibility. Solid cannot be compressed. So we will write least compressible, or we will write they cannot be compressed. So can't be compressed. Liquid can be slightly compressed. Gas, they can be highly compressible. So highly compressible. Fluidity. Fluidity, what is fluidity? The matter which can flow. Solid can't flow. So we will write cannot. And liquid can flow. So and gas can also flow. So this was all about the chapter matter of class 7th. So if you want to see my further video, you can subscribe to my channel, and please comment down below if you want to recommend me any chapter of any class. So do subscribe my channel for further videos.